Have you ever wondered what separates a good team from truly a great one? The kind of team that doesn't just meet the goals, but completely blows them out of the water. Here is a recap of a previous event with Hacking HR speaker series, where I had the chance to join my fellow co-panelists to share our professional insights on building a high-performing team and where does HR comes in support. We are back for another Ask HR episode. If this is your first time listening, welcome and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Youseline Poteau-Young. Ask HR is the podcast dedicated to being your trusted resource outside of your company walls. We are an external human resources department. Ask HR is proudly sponsored by YP Personnel Management and Consulting, a strategic, tactical, and practical HR solutions consulting firm. Let's get started. We kicked off the discussion by highlighting two core strategies. The first, setting clear expectation. This is because team thrives when everyone understands their roles and responsibilities, and they also want to know how does their individual goals connect to the bigger picture. The second strategy was promoting inclusion. When we embrace diverse background and have different perspective, that is a key to fostering creativity and resilience. And what came out of our speaker series panel was that high performance team is a blend of strategic and tactical approaches, and it's not just the theories alone. In our panel discussion, we specifically discuss how HR leaders can best offer support, and we didn't forget our department of one, whether in HR or in a growing business. So, for HR leaders, 3 essential action items. 1, cultivating a supportive culture. This is where you prioritize the work environment where the team members feel supported and safe. The second essential action is to promote a continuous learning environment. Provide consistent opportunities for learning and give your team the room to grow and watch them grow. And the third essential action item was data-driven decisions. Use data to measure and enhance team performance. And when we got to the discussion of the department of one or the business owner, we thought about how a business owner handles all of the HR and operation duties. And that challenge is significant. You are the strategist and everything in between. The key is to be extremely intentional and resourceful. So we discussed the buy, borrow, and build framework to kind of help navigate as we discussed. The buy is partnering with the external factors for services like training and wherever you need automation. Borrow, this is where you would leverage the internal talent. Can you think of anyone in your operations, even finance and the entire organization that can support training sessions and contribute, even take part in a mentoring program? And the build of the framework is connect with your network of peers, whether it's through association membership, even the platform like LinkedIn. You do not have to do this alone. Let me tell you, this panel was an eye-opener. And here's what I took away and where I am today. Since our panel, I've continued my own professional development, and I took part in a high-level training through my work on the 6 practices of high-performing leadership teams. And I didn't stop there. I also received training in the 4 foundational factors of leadership that focused on strengthening collaboration, communication, and trust. And I discovered that all of these are essential for building a high-performing team. Now, based on my training and all of the other interpretation of the Society of Human Resources Management, SHRM resources, I learned that you have to build the foundational culture and system that allows a team to thrive. From there are consistent habits and behaviors that define how your team will operate. And you have to define these practices that best connect to your organization and mission. And before we wrap up our episode, let's hear from one of our collaborators, Inspo.
Feeling lost in the noise of social media? Inspo cuts through the clutter, connecting you directly with real insights from real experts and industry leaders. It's a new social network dedicated to knowledge sharing, industry insights, and thought leadership. Get the latest from top minds in your field, or build your own thought leadership portfolio on Inspo. Already trusted by thousands of professionals worldwide, be part of the conversation and download Inspo Experts today on the App Store or visit www.inspo.expert.
Now, the takeaway for this recap is building high-performance team is about more than just a task. It's about nurturing a supportive environment that values the individual uniqueness and effective communication. It is a long journey, one of growth and adaptation. And that is going to wrap up my recap for the Hacking HR speaker series on building a high-performance team. Thank you for listening. If you have a question for the show, send it to askhr@yppmc.com. Listen to us now on Spotify or your favorite podcast platform. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review.